Over an aerial view of the Life Sciences building, text reads, University of Dundee, School of Life Sciences. Research using cryo-electron microscopy. In a lab, a scientist constructs an electron microscope. He fits a panel onto the microscope, presses a touchscreen, turns dials and opens a door to inspect a computer server.
Electron microscopes help scientists to see and study proteins. This allows scientists to understand how proteins function and, in some cases, how they are changed in human diseases, such as cancer. In 2022, we opened a new facility in Dundee, housing a state-of-the-art electron microscope. This microscope lets us see more detail than has been previously possible.
The scientist picks up a small mesh grid and places it in liquid nitrogen. He pipettes liquid into a tube.
To view proteins in the electron microscope, we first need to prepare a sample. We break open cells and take out the proteins we are interested in studying. We put them in a liquid called a solution, which is added onto a small mesh grid.
In full PPE, the scientist pours liquid nitrogen into a large container with the sample. Gas billows up. Another scientist moves the frozen sample into a smaller canister and passes it to the first scientist. He places it into a compartment on the side of the microscope.
The proteins in the solution stick to the mesh and are frozen rapidly. We then take the frozen grid to the electron microscope and place the grid inside. Images are taken by the microscope and sent to a computer. Can you see the tiny dots?
On a computer screen is a grey image of proteins. A series of images showing the proteins.
They are proteins. We record thousands of videos using a very fast camera.
The scientist sits at a computer and, using the images, creates a grey 3D model of the proteins. The model spins, and different proteins are highlighted in shades of red, yellow, blue and green.
A computer program then takes these videos and combines them to make 3D models. The detail in these models is enough to distinguish differences between proteins of less than 1/1000th of a centimeter.
Two scientists, sitting on sofas, discuss the protein models.
This level of detail enables researchers to understand how proteins work, what has changed during a disease, and can help develop medicines to treat them.
An aerial view of the Life Sciences building. Over a white background, a black letter W appears over text to form the Wellcome logo. Text below reads, "This video was funded by the Wellcome Institutional Support Fund awarded to University of Dundee." A blue and white crest appears beside blue text to form the University of Dundee logo.